have a role. Also, academia supports the network, 72%, as you can see. The industry is second, and others, like organizations, are so the initiative started 2018 by 31 countries, and now we are only for Europe, but mainly Europe supports. But what I want also to emphasize is the areas this network is about. I have here to be more clear the main areas: machine learning, knowledge representation, search and optimization, planning. You can see multi-agent systems in general, natural language processing, robotics, computer vision, and ethics. Almost everything about AI is in research under this network. So, as I told you from the beginning, the scope of building excellence in AI is multidisciplinary, and many parts should collaborate. Research centers, individuals, all should be around this vision and around this scope. So the funding by governments, etc., as you can see, is around 1 billion per year for AI network. This AI network, of course, this is the major network in Europe. And the goal of this network is to become the CERN of AI in Europe. This is, therefore, the view at large. So I go to, after highlighting this network of excellence for AI, outlining also the need for multidisciplinary research in AI from many, many aspects, because AI basically is a multidisciplinary research field. So we need to advance foundational AI research. We need new knowledge, new algorithms, and beyond the state of the art in order to find the new potential, improved potential, because our algorithms have bias and especially not explainability. They are unexplainable as they are. So we need research in explainable AI. This is foundational AI research. Also, there are many issues here, not only in computational AI, and I mean neural networks, deep learning, machine learning, etc. But we need also extensive research in combining expert systems, classical AI. We have here challenges, and this is also foundational AI research. So the foundational researches in all matters of learning, abstraction, and inference based on classical and computational AI, but also in biological concepts. Here, we should explore new knowledge of biology, human biology especially, but biology and learning. We have to learn a lot from nature. And we are in the beginning of innovative biological neural networks that are of use. Up to now, they are engineering models, but not well connected to the biological models. Also, general architectures for intelligence, integrated systems, multi-agent systems, all these are foundational AI research, and the scope of AI includes a very multidisciplinary endeavor. Computational methods from biology, neuroscience, behavioral and cognitive science, All this should be integrated and have not been integrated. The field is very open. Computer vision and human language technologies. These are the core technologies for the generative AI that we see now as a revolution. So computer vision, human language technologies should evolve more than now. Now we are, believe me, we are in the beginning only of the revolution. Robotics also should be aligned based on all the previous things we have discussed, and not only new control algorithms based on reinforcement learning or more than deep reinforcement learning in order to be more human-like. To conduct use-inspired research, AI-inspired research should be balanced between usage, therefore complex applications. We skip toy problems. Forget now publications about toy problems. No one will publish your article. We need complex problem solving. All journals and conferences need complex problem solving with benchmark data sets, with your data sets, but should be complex problem solving. In the 80s, we had Boolean problems like XOR, like several things. No one will accept now toy problems. So there is need for a balanced research, algorithmic, and application in complex solving problem. So you can see here some ideas that connect the foundational research about learning, abstraction, inference, multi-agent systems, reasoning, uncertainty, causality. Uncertainty will play a big role. Up to now, fuzzy logic and interval theory and some others, evidence theory, are used, but we need more about uncertainty, causality, grounding, and as I will analyze, instructability and alignment. All these are the foundation that should be used in many, many areas, like scientific discovery, I outline here, complex system engaged, enhanced complex systems, in infrastructures, smart environments, smart cities, whatever, for public good, for social sciences, for whatever. But again, complex systems, complex applications. So what is needed is our institutions and in collaboration also with other institutions to build the infrastructure, not only the hardware and software, but also the infrastructure of human resources in order to contribute to these great opportunities in all these research contexts. Grow the next generation of talents. This means education. This means that our education style should change. Project-driven training, cross-disciplinary and collaborative training also about science and engineering related to AI. We need not to read only book and papers. We need to experiment a lot. So the talent, the new talents will come from also a new pedagogy, innovative pedagogy and style, not only from in classical terms and conditions we teach science and engineering. We need much more experimentation than it was before. Be multidisciplinary, but this is the main concept here. We should add and integrate all our forces to this common goal of AI improved research but the whole should be greater than the sum of parts as I outline. Research institutions, yes. Individuals, yes. Researchers, all in a common goal, but offering something not as simple sum, preparing papers, for instance, each institution in its own. No, we need real multidisciplinary research by integration of institutions as parts, companies as parts, individuals as parts that are fighting in research and development towards the same goal. So not papers from here and there, but common papers. We need common papers for building complex systems. You know, in physics, you have seen for, I'm sure about this, papers, experimental, especially papers, with 100 experimentalists, huge numbers. We need such a case in AI. Now, as I told you, CERN is the vision of such networks, AI networks, and we should build such complex research teams that could produce a very improved research on the field. Again, similar. We want to leverage multiple organizations to a different level so that, of course, we have not the sum, but we have something greater than the sum of the parts. So in this case, we need very good management teams, very well trained and talented management teams in order to integrate all this research into one, not sum, but something much more than the sum of the involved. And collaboration again. All these efforts should lead from individuals and research organizations should have the vision and the view to be the nexus points for collaborative efforts. So it's the culture that should be changed in all these organizations. Up to now, even in this CLARE network and in other networks, I'm sure, but I don't know other networks like CLARE with such a vision and goals. And although it's very young, only 4 years or 5 years ago it was built, the vision is this, but up to now we have collaborations, 2, 3 institutions, but we don't have what I say, the nexus points for collaborative efforts. We are a bit far from this at the moment. So we should understand that such a collaborative effort in such big networks for collaborative and multidisciplinary research is like human brain. Such networks should be viewed like human brain. We are all neurons. Maybe some organizations might be local neural networks or more regional neural networks. So we should build collaborative environment of many neurons, us, the researchers, in order to have the spectacular results of the operation of human brain. Something like this. This AI research should have a result of progress presenting up to now only by human brain activities. We need this collaborative effort and this vision of collaborative effort. Some examples of multidisciplinary research with AI include astronomy. It's a hot topic, I can tell you, especially in USA and Europe with ESA. So here the topics are many, not only only black holes, but it should connect, because we have huge data here. We should connect foundational AI research and astronomy work and data, tons of data, actually. So all proposals here from everywhere in the world they are important in this topic. It's a newly developed area, and it's comprising also work in physics. Another very modern and hot area of applications, but that we can have results also in foundational AI research. It's therefore here these examples, as the third example I will present about the web, is not, it's very complex systems, and we need improvements of the foundations of AI in order to go further. So we have the DMR, the Discovery for Materials Research. This is a huge fundamental field, and the strategic plan is for this field. You can see there is an initiative here that involves AI in many aspects. What is the important here in this initiative is to integrate modeling, AI, experimental tools, quantitative data analysis, and everything in building material data analysis projects in order to understand better and invent, of course, new materials. Actually, the issue is to invent new materials, not only to understand the existing ones. So you can see that the major topics here in such a multidisciplinary research is multimodal data integration and dataset development. Up to now, datasets in material science are very limited, and this is a problem. The foundational AI to advance material research, new algorithms for material science, synthesis at scale, so scale up all synthesis of complex systems, human augmented material design, therefore design through AI in human-like. Okay, supervisor will be every time a human. And the most important, because this governs all applications, now it's a must to have interpretable AI, interpretable materials, interpretable astronomy AI, interpretable medical AI. Everything should be interpretable. This was a fact in the period of classical expert systems. But now, you may understand if I tell you from physics, you know quantum mechanics and the large world of theory of relativity. The world at large, with the curves and theory of relativity, general relativity especially, cannot be integrated with quantum mechanics. There is missing of the theory of everything to cover both the worlds, quantum and large world. Here, the same happens with AI. We have interpretable AI, which is the expert systems, and fuzzy logic, fuzzy expert systems. And we have, on the other hand, machine learning and deep learning that cannot be interpreted. So we have very powerful tools that cannot be interpreted, like machine and deep learning. And we have good tools, but not very powerful, that are interpreted, can be interpreted, like fuzzy or simple expert systems. So we should join these two worlds into one intelligence. Now we have two intelligence. Two intelligences is not a good thing for the progress. So we should merge this. And this is a huge think not only for material research, medical research, is for all kinds of research in AI. Strengthening AI. What we need is to build, as I told you, new algorithms for multi-layer, multi-agent architectures with interpretable results trained with massive data sets. We have achieved some things here. For instance, generative AI is trained by massive data sets of NLP, natural language processing. One major thing in strengthening is not only interpretability, this is a challenge. Another challenge is reliability. Up to now, our systems are not very reliable. In order to tell you the truth, it's impossible to leave AI to govern a nuclear plant. It's a joke, cannot be done. Critical systems governed by AI, it's now only a joke, and we are very far away from to achieve such a goal. You see the answers in ChatGPT and many other tools. They are good, but not always reliable. Unreliability is a fact. This is something we should strengthen. One issue is proper data sets. We don't have, it's difficult to build proper data sets, huge data sets, to correctly train. So according to the data sets you have, you train your network. And the result is not always successful. Three major things are in order to strengthen AI should be taken into account in multidisciplinary research: grounding, instructability, and alignment. About grounding, here is that our system and we, about our system, we should understand how they reason. We need also to build better connections with abstractions. The abstractions we have built up to now are not are paradigmatic. They are not very good abstractions. So there is need, the outputs of our systems to be connected with abstractions, not as classification. This is not enough. Classification based on to have some abstractions and try to classify the output according to abstraction 1, 2, 3 might be a temporary solution. It's not a good solution. The system should abstract, not by classification, built by humans, because the classes are built by humans. With clustering, you can build something, but you cannot build a real abstraction as we build. Also, grounding new algorithms, ground in order to have grounding aspect in AI systems. The systems, AI systems, should understand their risks and limitations. Not like ChatGPT now that answers in every question. Actually, this could be fixed. Even now, it's, I believe, a wrong situation by the companies, OpenAI and Microsoft and the others. They are not knowing everything. When you don't know something, it's better to say, according to my training, I don't have the capability to tell you fully correct the answer. Don't give me a seat answer. Now ChatGPT gives even seat answers. And we can judge, of course, as humans we can judge. And this is the reason why we should not trust everything coming from AI tools. We should supervise everything, and we should modify according to our knowledge. these are tools up to now. They are not autonomous systems. So grounding will build some autonomous, not semi, because our systems now are semi and less than semi-autonomous. By grounding, we want to build semi-autonomous to autonomous AI systems. Instructability. What is important here is that the systems should be more trustworthy, more effective through experimentation and implementation. So should be proven experimentally to change their behavior according to feedback. Okay, now we know control, automatic control. This idea is based on automatic control, based on feedback to improve the system. But you know what happens. We say now about deep learning, predetermined, pre-trained systems. Actually, GPT is the generative pre-trained transformers. This is GPT. We have pre-trained, but when you need new knowledge, how to do this? Okay, you take the pre-trained transformers and you retrain on the new knowledge. And this way, however, you may lose previous knowledge. Right? This is human-like somehow, but human never is losing his old critical knowledge. He may lose some memories, some historical facts, but not the critical thinking. And this is instructability, therefore, to be able to control the feedback in order to improve the systems. And about alignment, of course, should be aligned with human operations and human intentions. So alignment with humans, I mean here. These are the critical things that should be done in order to strengthen AI. Again, we are in the beginning. We have systems. Up to now, we elaborate systems of 2010, deep learning, and also NLP systems of the very old past, because NLP, natural language processing and understanding, started a long time ago, since 70s, and the results you see now, after 50, 60 years. ChatGPT is based on NLP and deep reinforcement learning. So you understand that we are far away, and we have a long way in order to reach these goals. We are only in the beginning. This revolution of 2022 with ChatGPT is only the beginning in this multidisciplinary, effective research about strengthening AI. So all approaches should have as a goal to contribute to this. Your papers, please think about such goals. Okay, for easy papers, you try a classification or a prediction task with a data set, even for your master thesis. Some, because I'm an evaluator of PhD thesis all over the world, and I see how new researchers, students, PhD students think. They want something fast, and something fast without much innovation, only to apply new applications, older algorithms. This is not correct. This is not correct. You should have in mind that you should contribute to this whole field I try today to give you as a general vision. We need this, in these topics, we need contributions, not only to fast papers. Fast papers, of course, we have million papers every year, since the journals and conferences are thousands. We can have million papers, but out of them, the real cornerstones, the new cornerstones are very, very few. Very, very few. You should be in this part of the innovation to build cornerstone research, not research that is easy to publish or whatever. You should bring into the audience big research, innovative research. So this concludes the major part, but I see I don't have time. If I have time, I can go to a major issue, but I feel I don't want to steal your time. So I will conclude with this strengthening of AI, because it gives the whole view. And in another lecture, I will tell you about AI and the web. I'm sorry, I have a lot of material coming from research of mine and my group, and it's impossible to tell in 50 minutes. I need more. But never mind, in the near future, we will talk about the web and AI and multidisciplinary research for the web. So thank you very much for your attention. I hope the vision is clear, and I hope that new researchers will have and will take into account this grand view and not only fast research, because the previous great speakers told about multidisciplinary research and how to write papers. But the real thing is how to contribute at large, how to build cornerstone research. This is what I'm trying to do, not always. I like fast papers, but I'm trying also for cornerstone research. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. And I wanted to request each and everyone, please give the big hand to our Professor Dimitrios Karras, sir, for such an exciting presentation in this platform. Now the session is open for discussion.